Hey VC, Laz back again, and I'm going to do a video here that I was kind of talked into doing by Alan and Marty on the Heavy Metallurgy channel um, when I was on there the other night. This is something that Alan was clued in on because I reached out to him. But what I want to say is, and what this video is going to be about is, can you still score on eBay? Okay. Because we all know, vinyl's big, everyone's collecting it now, et cetera, especially in the metal genre. And, when you go into an antique store and you see a Night Ranger album being sold for $40, it's like, what the hell? So when you go to eBay, it's almost impossible to score like you used to be able to back in the day. Okay. So I don't go there that often. However, as a maiden collector, I peruse through there maybe once, twice a month, kind of thing, just to see if there's anything that's definitely worth snagging, and if I'm able to catch a deal here or there. And it's been a while since I got something that I really felt was like, holy crap, this was a deal. So a little while ago, I was searching through eBay and doing my normal maiden search and stumbled across this auction. And this auction was posted by Goodwill, the thrift store, in the state of Washington. And it was 4 pounds. It said 4 pounds of Iron Maiden and other singles or something like that. And I was like, huh? And I looked at the picture, and what I saw at first, Maiden had nothing to do with the reason I kind of lost my shit, but what was sitting right on top. And this was in the description of the auction, it said too many to list or too many to describe or something like that. So this was like a total grab bag of shit. And on the table, when they photographed it, you can tell they just like dumped the box of these singles. Now I'm talking 7-inch 45s, dumped a box of these singles on the table and took 2 shots and posted it. Nothing listed in the auction as to like so many by this band, so many by this band, this one by this band, etc., etc. It was literally a crap shot basket case grab bag of UK 7-inch singles. Okay. But the one I saw on top has been a grail that I've been after for a long time. And so I thought that's either going to be legit, it's going to be not in the picture sleeve. There's so many things that could have gone wrong with this, but I had to take a shot. So I threw my bid there, fully expecting not to win. There were 30 plus bids on this thing, and I thought there's no way I'm going to win this thing. And lo and behold, I did. So at first I wasn't going to post this video because I didn't want to be that guy that's like, look what I scored and nobody else did, ha ha ha. I'm not like that. But I do like to say, and it is fun to share that, like, holy crap, I scored, right? I mean, you got to be able to share that with your friends and whatnot, right? So after the auction came in and I de-sleeved everything because it was nasty looking old plastic sleeves on this stuff. Cleaned everything up and rebagged everything, and then sat down and went through and tallied up what I received from this auction. I basically quadrupled my money, is what I can say. And this was not a cheap auction, but it was not an overly expensive auction either. But it was one that I would normally not spend this kind of money on if it wasn't for this one grail that was sitting on top. And I was even taking a chance on that. Okay. I'm going to go into the story of that. But so first, I think I will just show you a picture. I can't do it on my desktop here, but I do have my Galaxy Fold here. So here's a picture of the auction. You can't see too much detail, but you'll see one red picture sleeve that should stand out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Hopefully. So you see this pile of stuff, right? So you see that avatar, there's a Black Venom up there, and there's this Iron Maiden Number of the Beast, and then a bunch of shit that's like, you know, I see Diamond Head's name down there. I see a Tank picture disc, right? And yeah, the other image is pretty much the same, just a slightly different angle. So when I won, I think it was that night or the next day, I can't remember. I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reach out to Alan, right? Because this was a total shot in the dark. And so I contacted Alan from Heavy Metallurgy. We're buddies. And so he, I told him what was going on and that I needed some Professor Steele knowledge, right? So we set up a time and we got each other on the phone, and I shared the auction with him and showed him what I had won. And it was the funnest time. We spent probably about an hour on the phone scrolling through those two pictures and trying to identify everything we could. But there's so many that were underneath that you just cannot even see. Like you would see a little corner of something and get like part of a font, things like that. So we were totally trying to ID these things. And it was so much fun. It was so much fun. And Alan was a big help. And I just had a great time doing it. So Alan, thank you so much. And then the nice thing was at the end of the call, he rest assured me, he's like, I think you did good. Yeah, so when I was on Heavy Metallurgy the other night, I was talking about this, and Marty and Ellen both said, people are not going to think like you're just being braggish or anything, you know, they'll understand. And I was like, okay, if you're sure, I'm going to go ahead and make the video. So that's what I'm doing. So I don't want to keep blabbering on and on and on. I showed you the picture of the video. I do want to state that what I did too is when I knew this stuff was coming, I was all out of 7-inch sleeves and whatnot, because I'm not a big 7-inch collector. I don't hunt them down, okay? I pick them up as I come across them. That's how I collect 7 inches. But I needed some new paper sleeves, and I needed some new the glossy sleeves. Anyway, I want to talk about these. I found these on Amazon. It's called Checkout Store brand. They come in packs of 25, and I think it was 100 for like $28. So I got like 4 packs for like 28 bucks. And these are them. And these are thick paper sleeves, poly-lined. You see the folds on the back there. These are fantastic. So for those 7-inch collectors out there, or if you got some 7 inches that are really, you know, kind of more important than the other ones, these are some great sleeves. So I just want to give a shout out to those because I was totally blown away by how good the quality is on those. So, and then I got some of my bag sleeves too. But so anyway, I got all ready, right? I'm like, I got 10 days for this thing to show up, and it's going to be a hard 10 days to wait because I have no idea what's in there outside of what we could identify, right? Lo and behold, they sent it FedEx, and it didn't state that in the auction. It just said something like standard something shipping or something. So I'm assuming, you know, media mail, right? No, they sent it FedEx. So on, you know, I think it was 2 days later, I had it. It arrived at the house. So after all of the cleanup, the debagging of everything, the first thing I did, number one, let me back up. So the first thing I did was when FedEx dropped off the box, you know, even after 2 days, all these things are going through my head on what could possibly be wrong here. So after they dropped off the box, I took the box into the bathroom and put it on the scale. And it was 4 pounds, exactly 4 pounds. And I think what they did for the auction was once they photographed it and everything, they already pre-boxed it and then weighed it and then did the auction. That's why I said 4 pounds, because I think without the box, it ain't 4 pounds, obviously. But here's the stack. Okay. So this is everything here. And there were some crown jewels in this auction. There's obviously the Grail piece, and I will get into that. But I'm just going to start, and I'm going to go through these. I'm not going to open all of them, but just to give you an idea of what was here. Now, this is 99% NWOBHM, okay? But the first two here are Black Sabbath. So this one is Mob Rules, duh. So Mob Rules, UK Vertigo, in its original phonogram paper sleeve, which is actually what they show on Discogs too. So this was really cool to see. Okay. So, and what was nice is when I unboxed this, it looked to me like this was old store stock from somewhere or something. And it was probably in some garage for decades, I guess, because all of the plastic sleeves were extremely filthy dirty. Okay, like dust, like that storage dirt. Okay, not like, untaken care of, but like storage dirt, right? But they did what they were supposed to do, and that was they protected these things. And so it was so cool to like give them new life and new sleeves and let them breathe some oxygen again. So anyway, first one, Mob Rules, Vertigo, Sabbath. Okay. All right. Next, this is the picture disc for Turn Up the Night by Black Sabbath. Okay. So even the picture discs, I put in these things too. And so there's quite a few picture discs in here as well. But just to show it to you here. And then the back side. And this vinyl, I mean, you can see this stuff looks like, and another reason why I say it's old store stock, possibly, I'm not positive on this, nothing says, but the vinyl is like unplayed. So, some of the picture sleeves, you can tell they've, there's a little damage on some of them, but the vinyl is just absolutely unplayed. Okay, next up, this is a single from TKO, Danger City, on the C West label. So TKO, cool band. Backside is Give Into the Night. Okay. So TKO. Next up, this one was cool. This is Diamond Head. This is a double single, In the Heat of the Night. And it's in a gatefold sleeve. There's 2 7-inches in here. It says double single, including full biography interview with Tommy Vance plus 2 live tracks. So, and this opens up, it's a gatefold, really cool piece. So, Diamond Head. Okay. Next piece, this is another picture disc. This is Samson, Lose My Grip. Okay. You can see it in there. I'm not going to bother opening it, but you can see the picture disc. So I just put labels on here, picture disc, Samson, Lose My Grip. So there's that one. This is another Samson. This is Riding with the Angels picture disc. Sorry about the glare. Okay. This was one that we couldn't see when we were trying to dissect what was there, so I was totally jazzed to get this. This is Loser by Angel Witch. And this is the original. These are all original UK pressings. Okay. On the green label there, Angel Witch Loser. Okay, I'm going to get into a stack of Maiden stuff here. So the first Maiden piece, you can see it in the picture, and I knew this was there, was the picture disc for The Trooper. Okay, so, and I already have this, so this is a second copy for me now. But I took it out of its original picture disc jacket because those things are freaking crap. But again, it did its trick, and it's absolutely perfectly mint. So got it into a better storage facility here. So that is what I'm going to start the Maiden with. So there's this. And then next I'm going to show this, which is the Run to the Hills picture disc. Okay, so we got that. And then the original first press UK Run to the Hills. And this one's really cool. This one I might open. This is also Run to the Hills with, I believe it's Phantom of the Opera. And this one came with the autographed Christmas card back here. So it's copy. It's not, you know, seriously each one individually signed. But there's the label. Yeah, Run to the Hills, and the B-side is, yeah, Phantom of the Opera. I was going to say, that's the Phantom of the Opera artwork. So, but then the picture disc, the Christmas card. Merry Christmas from Iron Maiden. I love it says Humbug, Rod Smallwood, right here. So, and according to Discogs, this came together like this. This is supposed to be together. So, again, this is like, God, this had to be store stock, I bet, because it's just mint condition on that. So that one. Now this one, okay, this was one of the big surprises. You could not see this in the auction, and I was like, at first I was like, oh, cool. And then I looked it up, and it was like, holy crap, man. I had no idea what this was worth. But this is the original Japanese pressing for Prowler. Okay. And if you guys want to know what some of this stuff is worth, you can look it up. I'm not going to discuss prices here, but I will say this. It's triple digit. And I even have, oh, it's actually double sleeved. I double sleeved it. It has the original, you see the green, the original piece in there too. So absolutely beautiful piece. And I had no idea what that thing was worth. So that's a new grail. I'll just say that. Next up is the original Number of the Beast. You see this in the picture. This is the red vinyl, first press UK. Okay, beautiful red vinyl. Next, Flight of Icarus, original first press UK. Okay, these next two, very interesting. This is the original Twilight Zone on red vinyl, first press UK. And then this one, which is also Twilight Zone, and this is also UK, I believe. But look at the sleeve. It's a different color. Whoops, there we go. Here's the other one. So this one's more purple. This one's more green. And then the label is different as well. So very cool. First press red vinyl, and then that other one. And then these next two had some, these are a couple of the unfortunates, okay? So this was, I mean, vinyl's great and everything, but the poor picture sleeve had some damage. So Purgatory, cut corner, but mint vinyl. So Purgatory, beautiful first press. And same thing with the Trooper. You see the cut corner there? It looks like some, you know, the paper was kind of fraying here a little bit. But again, first press UK. And that is the Maidens. Okay, so that's what was Maiden in this thing. Everything else. So it's funny that they call this like Maiden and others, because it's probably 1/3 Maiden. So this next one, this one we couldn't see either. And so this was an utter bonus shock surprise and also grail status. This is the Axe Crazy single by Jaguar. And this thing is absolutely mint and unplayed on Neat Records. Beautiful piece. Sharp corners. No dirt, nothing. This thing is absolutely pristine. So, Axe Crazy by Jaguar. Okay, Grail time. So this was the whole thing this was the one that started this whole auction. Okay, for me. And this is the Avatar City Beneath the Surface. Okay, and it still has the price tag on it for $2.59. Okay. And so in this, you know, what Alan and I were talking about is, you know, you don't see the vinyl, so there could not have been a vinyl in this. It could have just been just the picture sleeve. It could be damaged, but it could also be the yellow one. Okay, so odds are it's the black one, but who knows? What if it's the yellow one, which is like thousands of dollars, right? Um, so this one I will talk about right now. I believe this is fetching around $600. Okay, so it is not the yellow one; it is the black one. Okay, and again, I will open this one, which is double bagged. Okay, so there's the back. So there's a little bit of ring wear right here, okay, and a little bent corner there, but that's it, okay. The vinyl, God, I love these sleeves. The vinyl, again, is absolutely mint. Whoops, there we go. Avatar City Beneath the Surface. You know, there was also a chance this could have been the bootleg. I really didn't think it was the bootleg because of the price, $259. So Sirens and the Whip on the B side. Dead mint vinyl. So yeah, this was the one that made me go, if I win this at my full auction price, I know I'm still going to make out just from this record, okay? But I'm not going to win. I mean, there's too many bidders. Someone's going to snipe it, what have you. And someone did try to snipe it actually, but they didn't bid high enough. So, Grail obtained. Avatar City Beneath the Surface. I wanted an original of this for a long, long time. Would never cough up for an original though. So amazing, amazing find. Backed up by that Jaguar. And then these were in there. And this one, this is the first Venom single, right? In League with Satan and Live Like an Angel on Neat Records. And this one you can see in the picture also, but it looked like it had a cut corner down here, right here. Okay, it looked like it had a cut corner, but it wasn't. It was bent over. The picture sleeve was bent over. That's the only problem with this one. So I just bent it back, and there's a crease in the picture sleeve, but that's it. And again, mint like unplayed vinyl. So very cool score. Next, the Bloodlust single on Neat Records. And this one, you see how minty this one is. So, next, the Venom picture disc of Die Hard and Acid Queen. Here's another one. I thought, oh, cool. Venom picture disc of Die Hard and Acid Queen. Well, let's look that up. Yeah, had no idea what this one was worth either. I'm going to show it there. Kind of see it. Again, you see how minty these things are. Okay. So I was like, holy crap. Next, on Neat Records, Die Hard and Acid Queen, the non-picture disc version. So again, another cool piece. This one you can see in the photo. We saw this and it was like, interesting. Hopefully everything's good with that. And it's Heavy Load, Take Me Away. This is the picture sleeve. It's like a fold over and it's on red vinyl. So the sleeve is just basically a wrapper. It folds around the vinyl. So glad to see that. And then this one is one that we couldn't see. We knew it was Motorhead, but I don't think we knew that it was Iron Fist. And this one still has a price tag on it too. And I'm leaving the price tags on these things. And this is on red vinyl. So Iron Fist, you can see the price tag. $3. $325, I think, is what that is. You can see how yellow the price tag is. To me, that's part of the history for this. Bronze, red vinyl. Also the Raven picture disc. Born to Be Wild with Udo. That was in there. And here's the Tank picture disc. This is He Fell in Love. And the B-side is, oh, no, He Fell in Love with a Stormtrooper. I always just call it Stormtrooper, but. So there's that picture disc. And then these next two are the same, which is the Tigers of Pantang. This is Love Potion number 9. And there were 2 copies of that picture disc. And so again, this is like, was this store stock? Because there's 2 copies here. Not necessarily means it's store stock, but it's just another flag, right? You know. So those. And then here's the Tigers of Pantang. This is just a colored vinyl. This was no picture sleeve. This is Rendezvous. And this is on blue vinyl. Cool label. And then here's another Raven. This is Break the Chain. First press. Mint. Price tag on this one, $3.33. $3.33 on this one. On Neat Records. So beautiful piece there. And this one had Alan going for a while. And it ended up not being what we thought it was, but still good, still good. But it's a yellow sleeve, so that really had Alan really thinking, and it was really, really interesting to see what this was going to turn out to be. And what it turned out to be was Violation, which is a California-based NWOBHM band, I guess. I had not heard of this, and this is actually really good. So got that. And we're down to 3. This one I could see in the picture, so I knew this was in there, but I didn't know if the vinyl was there, condition, anything. And this is Blondes in Black by Anvil Chorus. And this is a really cool picture sleeve, actually. See the label there. So that was very cool. And then these 2, and one of these I ended up identifying on our call, just because I recognized the font. And that is Shape of Things by Gary Moore. And this is on UK Virgin. And still with the price tag of 99 cents, it looks like. I think there. So Gary Moore, but I recognized the E, I think it was, on this. I'm like, I don't know what it is, but it's Gary Moore. I don't know what the song is, but it's Gary Moore. So that one's cool. And then this one, which did not have a picture sleeve at all, it was just in a, was it a white or a black sleeve? But this is Gary Moore, Hold On to Love. Again, that same UK Virgin 10 label. And then the last thing I want to show, because this really, really stumped Alan and I. We were like, what is that thing? And if you scroll back and look at that picture, there's, you see it. We could not figure out what this thing was. Let's see here. Do I still have it up? I do. Let's see. So if you look right next to the number of the beast, see that black strip that says 4U2, I think, or something like that? Right? We could not figure out what the hell that was. There our focus is a little bit. Okay. And we could not figure out what the hell that was. Well, now that I have it, I finally figured it out after some research. So here it is. Okay, and what this is, there's no records in here. It's a 4-pack picture sleeve thing of U2, the band U2. So it's called, oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, 4-pack. It's called 4U2 Play. And this was released in the UK, and there were 4 singles in this thing. And I guess you bought it as a pack like that with 4 of them. Apparently this thing, if complete, is worth quite a bit of money. Okay. So I might have to try and track down the singles and see if I can complete this thing back out, because this is probably the part that's hard to come by. Okay. And this was in there just random, has absolutely, I mean, completely different genre, everything, but okay. But it was just fun as a mystery of trying to figure out what the hell it was. So Alan, there you go, buddy. That's what that is. And it's 4 early singles too, off the first couple albums, I think. So that's going to be fun to try and track those down. But so that's it, guys. This was the score. I'm not going to say what I paid. If anyone wants to go digging, they can probably figure it out. But I scored, and it's rare to say that anymore. So can you still score on eBay? Yes. Can you still do it like you used to? Absolutely not. So it feels really good when you can. So I want to give a big thanks to Alan and Marty, both over at Heavy Metallurgy, for talking me into doing the video. So here we go. And till the next one, guys, peace. Stay in the groove. Cheers.